what's good, everybody? It's your boy Sinumatic, and I'm back once again with another commentary, this time over Modern Warfare 2. And I didn't edit a set in the lobby because I needed a little more time and everything like that. But real quick, before we get into the commentary, I just want to let you guys know I'm playing this Modern Warfare 2 game because it was fun, exciting. Yes, I die a lot, but I had fun doing it. And that's what made me want to post this gameplay. I'm also playing with some of my homies and some subscribers. And today we're going to talk about the land of the free, because everyone always talks about how the United States is the land of the free. Well, I disagree. And that's what I'm going to start doing on my page more. I'm going to start being a little more opinionated because there's a lot of things that I want to talk about that I hold back on because I feel like some of you might not agree with. But with that being said, hopefully all of you guys understand this is my opinion, and just because we might disagree on it doesn't mean that you have to like me or dislike me. I like all you guys. I respect all you guys' opinion, but I have to start going with my opinion a little bit more. And basically my ideal is that how are we free when we are the freest country in the world, but we're not free. I'm buying a house. When I pay that house off and own it, I don't really own it because I have to pay property taxes on it for the rest of my life. I live in the city. I'm not allowed to burn trash. I can't burn the fucking trash that I could easily just burn and get rid of instead of trying to figure out when heavy trash day is to stick it out on heavy trash day. Not that I care, but I can't shoot a BB gun in my backyard because I live in the city and it's a law that's been placed. We can't smoke in restaurants where I live at anymore. 99% of the restaurants we can't smoke in. There are a few, and I mean, I understand that people don't want to be around smoke, but they already changed it to where it was like, okay, first, it used to be you go to a restaurant, you sit down anywhere you want, you do what you want to do. Now, then they changed it to smoking section, non-smoking section. Then they changed it to smoking section, door where you can't see into the smoking section, then a non-smoking section to where they completely closed off the smoking section. Then they came back and said, you know what? People just aren't happy with smoking, so we're just going to cancel it all together. And I know a lot of you guys don't smoke, and a lot of you guys would probably agree with the non-smokers, but even if I don't smoke, which I didn't smoke for a whole year and I did not care, I feel like if people want to smoke cigarettes, they're legal. They should have the right to smoke those wherever they want. Let's talk about marijuana. Marijuana is legal in some states and illegal in other states. To prove the case for marijuana, like, you know, some people think it's good, some people think it's bad. I don't do it. I'll never smoke marijuana again. I did it like once or twice when I was younger, and it just doesn't do nothing for me. I don't care about it. Never am gonna you're gonna see a problem where Sinumatic is a pothead. But I do feel like it is something that we have toyed around with forever, and the reason we've toyed around with it is because the government has not found the best way to harness it yet and to make a profit off of it. They don't want Joe Blow down the street growing weed in his backyard and making a living off of it if they can't get their tax money off of it. That's what it all comes down to. They want to be able to figure out a way to package it, tax it, and sell it themselves. That's what they're working on. That's why it's still not legal. But you go to places like Amsterdam, and they have fucking like little coffee shops that are weed shops. You go in there and smoke weed. I don't know, like alcohol, as far as I know, kills more people a year than anyone who kills someone smoking marijuana. So alcohol is legal if you're 21 years old here. But basically what I'm getting down to is, I understand we have to have some kind of rules and regulations and laws and stuff like that. And I'm quoting my boy Whack4863 because me and him were actually talking about this just a minute ago. And like he said, if we didn't have laws in place, then it would be total anarchy. You know, people would say, I don't like that guy, I'm going to shoot him in the fucking face, and he would get away with it because there's no law. I do understand that we need laws, but I feel like the government moves these laws around and makes new laws at the drop of a hat, and you are basically just forced to either live with them or, you know, shut the fuck up. You're going to have to shut the fuck up and live with them, because the only people that can change these laws are the people that go out and voice their opinion. And what always happens is, here's what happens. People that don't like smoking are quick to go down to the, voice their opinion that it's bad and this is why it harms them, blah, 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 blah. People that do smoke, they're like, why go down there and put up my case? No one cares. They're gonna stop smoking in restaurants. And, it's even smoking in public places now. You can get fines. But smoking is the only thing I can think of off the top of my head that's been a big issue where I live at, right off the top of my head, to try to, put this in perspective. But there are plenty of laws. Like I said, you got regulations on farms now that are so strict that farmers don't supply a lot of the stuff now. They have, government farms. They have big corporations that have feedlots where they have cows that eat nothing but corn. They don't eat grains and all this other stuff. They eat corn only. And they're stuck on, like, it looks like a fucking... Take, like, a trailer park. You know how the lot's made up? Knock down all the trailers. There's you a feedlot for cows. Used to be, back in the day, farmers raised cows from birth. They were raised a little healthier, and when they got old enough, they got slaughtered for meat. Nowadays, they say we need more meat quicker, and we're going to go make a feedlot, put 2,000 cows on a lot that should only really have about 100, and feed them corn until they're fucking fat enough to cut them bitches open. But basically, this whole commentary is all about freedom. And there's so many things in this world that aren't free that I think are ridiculous. I can understand making, laws and regulations for our safety, like, as in, don't go out and kill everybody. Things like that. We don't want the old school medieval law, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. It'd be total fucking chaos. But here's another perfect example of how we are not free. My children, this year, their school just decided that now my children have to wear uniforms to school. Well, what if I didn't want my kids to wear uniforms? What if I wanted them to wear whatever they wanted? It's not up to me. Now, if my kids want to go to school, they have to abide by the school laws or the school rules, which say my kids have to wear uniforms. They didn't just say uniforms either. They were very, very specific. Like, my daughter has to wear khaki pants or, the black dress pants or whatever, but they can only have the 4 pockets in them. Because, some cargo-looking pants would suffice, but they have extra pockets in them, so she's not allowed to wear those. They have to wear solid color polo shirts. And the problem with all this was, school year started, they tell us all this went into effect. I had to go out and buy my son 13 button-up polo shirts, 4 or 5 pairs of dress pants to wear to school, and pretty much put me financially in a bind that I wasn't ready to be in the first place. Then I had to go do the same thing for my daughter. And now, they have all these clothes that I spent all this money on beforehand that they can't even wear to school. Well, they go to school 5 out of 7 days a week. So, you see what I'm saying? Now I have a shit ton of clothes that they only wear 2 days a week, or sometimes when they come home and feel like changing right after school. And then now they have a new wardrobe for school, which also takes up room in my goddamn house that I don't have to be having 2 new wardrobes in. But it just goes back to what I started the whole commentary off, that some things we're supposed to be free, but at the end of the day, we're not. We're listening to other people. We're doing what other people tell us to do. They tell you, get married, have kids, pay your taxes. That's 3 of the main things. Like, I don't know, man. It's crazy to me. Okay, if I get married and then decide I want to get a divorce, I would think that's it. I don't want to be with her no more, or she don't want to be with me no more. It's done. Get it out the way. Now, normal people would say, hopefully they'd be rational about it, and they would split some stuff up or whatever, but, what if I had a car, then I get married, and then I get divorced, the court of law now can actually let her sue me to make me sell my car and give her half the money. But what if I had that car before I knew her, before we got married? It doesn't matter. You see what I mean? Like they'll tell you that it doesn't matter what you did before, you're still gonna pay for it in the end. Like, it's crazy. Like, okay, let's just take for instance like Donald Trump. The guy's rich. He's basically at a liability to get married because anytime that the chick wants to divorce, she's gonna take a chunk of his money that he's earned. Did she help him earn that money? What? Because she, you know, gave her support or had sex with him or whatever, now she deserves half of his shit? I don't know. A lot of things in this country right now are really irritating me. Look at our economy. Look at, we have a lot of racial profiling in the police system still. We have a police system that I don't 100% agree with. They do these things, and I'm about to run out of time, but this is what I'm probably going to leave it off with. Here's one thing the police do. The police are supposed to be here to serve and protect, right? Well, they don't no longer, they're not here just to serve and protect. They're here to make a profit for the government. If you live in a city like mine, and I'm sure you do, they have quotas. The cops have quotas on how many tickets they need to give out every month. So what happens is, at the beginning of the month, at the end of the month, and the beginning of the next month, they want to go out and reach that quota. So they sit on side streets and pull people over for any little thing they can to be able to give them a ticket. You can be driving 50 and a 30 in the middle of the month, and a cop might fly right past you and even wave at your ass. Don't be caught doing that shit at the end of the month or the beginning of the month, because they will pull you over for going 2 miles over the speed limit because they got to make that quota. They got to hand them tickets out. They do this shit all the time. I mean, they basically aren't just here to protect and serve. Like, when I think, what do I need the police for? I think I need the police to protect me when someone comes and breaks in my damn house and tries to kill me. Or, you know, to come provide a service when someone gets in a wreck. To help out the people while the ambulances get there and, you know, take down the report, all that. I don't feel the need for the police to sit on the side of the street and hand out hundreds of tickets every day, give you parking tickets every day, all that kind of stuff. I don't know. Hopefully you guys like this stuff, because there's going to be more of this. Don't be scared. I'm still going to do the same shit I've always done on my page, but there will be more shit like this on there. And I'm out. Peace.